so many faces. I haven't seen it in a long time. It just feels good just to be here. Growing up, my father, I was always called Dean. That was my nickname, Dean. And he's like, Dean, it's like Dean, So just growing up, with my mother and father, being around them, was very inspirational. I used to do a lot of little things. One time, my mother, she had some school pictures, beautiful school pictures. She had a nice big Angela Davis afro, skin was all milky and cabbage, and I took the pen and inked out her smile, right? So I was always doing something, and another time, and even till I was grown, like, I had to repent of that. I told my father used to be looking at me, he's like, where's those pictures? When he went to the Philippines. So eventually I told him, Dad, I was so happy, because that was a big, turnaround in our life. My father came over to the Lord, turned his life over to Christ, came under the apostolic doctrine. He went over to the Philippines. And, the pictures, you had to see the pictures, because one thing I must admit, my father, and he still is, was a very handsome, dapper young man. And my mother, I can see why he chose her, because she's definitely in her heyday, and still now, she's definitely a looker. They were two very nice looking couples. But besides the point, the fact that what really inspired me to just to take this information down, like most men, we get married, like you can ask the married men here, could you vividly remember your wedding day, what you had on, what your bridal party had on? And if you be honest, like myself, I don't think you can just remember everything. But I was talking with my mother, I was like, Mom, how was the wedding? Like who was here? What was the colors? And she remembered everything, And it's just something that, women just have that genetic makeup that they remember the first kiss, the first time he probably, wiped his brow with his handkerchief. They remember the little things, but it's very important, And I was like, just reminiscing with my mother, and then I was like, wait a minute, I was born August 30th, 1962. Was I there at that wedding? But But I was very, I love my parents. I love my mother. I love my father. I speak well about them. Whoever I meet, whoever I come in contact, they were like, you always speak well about your parents, because I love my parents. So what I did, I just want to ask my mother, so what happened on that day? So this is just brief. It's not a poem, because I know everybody, right now you really don't want to hear nobody talk anyway. It's like really time to eat. So let's just go through this very briefly, okay? On September 9th, 1961, inside Tabernacle Baptist Church, which was once located, and I didn't even know this, 154 Watkins Street in Brooklyn, New York, 11212, my parents, Marie Spells and William Henry Furse, were united as one in holy matrimony at 4 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon. The lovely bride was elegantly draped in a white lace long-sleeve gown. She was crowned with a white tiara. The dashing young groom was handsomely sculptured in a black tuxedo. The wedding party consisted of 10 wonderful and beautiful individuals. The maid of honor was Colette Durant, better known as Aunt Muncie. The best man was the late Freddie Hartwell Jr., which was my godfather, and I also refer to him as Uncle Freddie. And that, Pam, will you please stand up? That's my godfather, Pam, and Freddie, that was her father. Wonderful man. The bridesmaid, the late Barbara Stroman, in a teal gown. Please stand up. Please stand up, Stephen. The late Barbara Stroman, her son Stephen. Carrie Furse, better known as Aunt Carrie. Please stand up, Aunt Carrie. Again, that's Mrs. Lavender. And Ruby Munkin, better known as Aunt Ruby. Please stand, Aunt Ruby. That's Mrs. Green. That's the color of the gown before. The bridegroom, which was the late Hartwell, which was my uncle, Uncle Fred, that was his brother. The late Wallace Hartwell, the late F.J., and Reuben Hawthorne, which were all in black tuxedos. The flower girl was Sabrina Mungeon, which was dressed in an all-white gown. The ring bearer was Alexander Durant, better known as my cousin Alex, and he was dressed in a black tuxedo. And Thomas, I never forget the time you embarrassed Alex at Thanksgiving. When you told him, take off your hat, you're sitting at the table, how you going to say a prayer? That thing was so funny. And the officiating clergy presiding that day was the late Reverend Henry Parker. The ceremony was followed by a reception at the Premier Palace at 6 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon at 505 Sutter Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11207. And music was, as my father had mentioned before, music was provided by a live band and a professional photographer from Detroit, Michigan. It was just, I was just awed by my mother. Just remember all this vividly. And, God has blessed them, and I pray that the Lord just continue to keep them, and that they can have many more years together. And let's eat.